Actually, on one of the single covers, was it Cigarettes and Alcohol?
Yeah, good story. Okay, so by that time, why I'm on there, and this is why Noel always had ultimate say on anything and everything. And he's not called the chief for no reason. There's the famous Noel goes AWOL. I'm sure you've all heard about that, the Whiskey A Go-Go show and whatever. And I go and track him down I track him down with this girl in San Francisco. I fly out the night. I fly out against the clocks. He phones me at 3 a.m. Saturday. I'm coming back to London. Band's over. A disastrous show at the Whiskey A Go-Go. And I went, well, fucking hang on a minute. Put the phone down. Marcus then phoned the manager, said he has left the band. Can you get over here? So I couldn't get a flight. So I paid $7,000 for a British Airways ticket to LA, leaving Gatwick that afternoon. I only took the call at 11. So I landed at the Mondrian Hotel, literally against the clocks, and the band are all coming off meth, crystal meth, because Bonehead's brother had managed to meth them all up somehow. Show gone shit. And Noel's gone, I'm not having this, because he's a perfectionist. Blagged $1,000 off Maggie and his passport. And there's loads of different versions, but I'll tell you the true one. So I said to Maggie, she'd found we got the hotel phone numbers. Very few mobile phones. We had them, but so most people still used the hotel number, and they logged all the numbers. And this number kept coming up from San Francisco. And we worked out that he's probably there shacked up with this girl, because somebody said, oh, he was hanging out with this girl the night before. And he met her in San Francisco. And they played San Francisco a couple of nights before. And it's like, all right then. Then Mark said, well, you better phone in then, boy. It's your fucking mate. I went, jet lag. Hello? And I said, oh, excuse me. I said, a bit out of the blue, Sunday evening. I said, but I'm just trying to find a friend of mine who's gone missing. I'm really concerned about him. And she's like, how the fucking hell did you get this number? And it was Noel. He just grabbed the phone off. He said, what are you doing here? He said, I'm coming back next week. I said, don't do that. I'm in Los Angeles, you knob. And he was like, all right. I said, where are you? He said, I'm not going to tell you. I said, but get your ass up to San Francisco tomorrow morning. Don't tell anybody. And that was it. I mean, we got there, found him in Chinatown. This Korean girls come out like Matahari. And there he is, like ski jumper, Jack Daniels, sacks of everything. He dived in, got on it. I think we ran out of Jack Daniels. I got a Jim Beam, horrible drink. And I said, look, I had a fucking word with you. I had to carve him off. And I said, look, I'm going to have a chat with you because everybody's really worried. And he's gone, oh, fuck that. And I said, look, why don't we go and chill out? I've got a great line in it. I've got the company credit card. I said, why don't we go and chill out somewhere? Hawaii or Las Vegas? And he went, Las Vegas. And that was it. Off we went. And it was really funny that, great friend of everybody's, Johnny Depp, did Fear and Loathing. I met Hunter S. Thompson bizarrely a couple of years later when he was the mayor of Aspen skiing. And me and Noel go on a Fear and Loathing week, an expedition to Las Vegas, where my job is to try and bring him back on side. And Paul had just had Wildwood's Weller. And I remember saying, I said, dude, I said, fucking hell, I've had all this success and whatever, and just come into Japan, people chasing down the street. And you're going to walk away from it. And he said, yeah. He said, fuck it. I've had enough of them that, more grammage later and more. We're in the Luxor Hotel. It's like a pyramid. And it is true. We ended up talking about how they got the plumbing up this far, 28th, 9th floor, when Archimedes watermill can only go up 20. It's like, those type of name. Put another one out. We close. We'll crack this. So that, if you like we've been like bar actually hanging upside down like a pair of bats. We've been up about 3 days. It's like we better go out, get some, So we went out, and there's fucking terrible hair. It's in tune though. And we went out, and the casino over the road had the original what's that thing? Bewitched, which has just come up. The red shoes off of help me out.
The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz. They'd actually got in the hobby the red shoes of the Wizard of Oz. This is my mum's favourite film, amongst other things. Fucking hell. So he goes and have this march up the strip, basically, and we come back, and we actually get some sleep. And then we wake up about, I don't know, 11, 12 o'clock. He says, we should go and have a look up the strip. Because we haven't been out for about 3 days. So there's that many side stories of it. And every time we go to the shower, I'm phoning up, like, Marcus, the manager, going, he's all right, but he ain't coming back at the moment. He's just in the shower, so what's the fucking plan? And we said, look, keep the band and the truck going to Austin, Texas. All right, that was the deal. Because we'd got that booked, and we got Owen Morris flying in to do the B-sides for Cigarettes and Alcohol. So, we go out, and on that lunchtime, we go to a place, we go past Circus, and there's a mad casino, a pirate casino, and they've got like this pirate ship sinking on the hour with loads of people jumping off it, actors and all that caper. So we're off our coconuts, and we're watching this mad pirate thing, and we're on the Jack Daniels, and this middle-aged woman comes over and says, excuse me, may I have a word with you to Noel? Like swingers or something. She said, can I just say you just look like George Harrison? And of course Noel's up, what? And he's got the in spiral carpet, like bowl haircut on, do you know what I mean? Looking like proper beatled up. And he goes like, really? I said, do you think so? And she says, may we join you? This is my husband. I've got the business card. He was a pharmaceutical manager, salesman. I said, yeah, because we fucking chatting away. She ran off from school to Shea Stadium to see the Beatles. She knew the Beatles' back catalogue. She knew the life story fucking inside out, B-sides. And one of the things when we were on tour with Oasis, every time we hit a Ma and Pa gas station or a vinyl store, we just, anything Beatles would get nicked, not paid for, sorry, and played on the coach. So, you name it, outtakes, everything. And this woman just, they just piled into each other. I can't remember her name, Derek Fentel. Anyway, I'm saying, well, what do you do? She said, well, I'm marketing. I said, that's funny. So me and him piling, and we're having these tumblers of Jack Daniels like this. And about 5 or 6 in the evening, he goes, what's going on to me? He pulls it. I said, look, the band, they're devastated. The trucks, the tour bus is on the way to Austin. I'm not grassing you up, but I've spoken to Marcus. It's like, and I could come up with some bullshit like, John Lennon wouldn't leave the Beatles without doing the B-sides. Just come and do the B-sides for us. And he's like, oh, fuck it. He said, I'm not speaking to him. I said, nobody. I said, look, man, they're actually concerned about you, and he says, really? And I said, I think Owen's on his coming. It's amazing, that woman is unbelievable. And I really put it that one, not me, I played my part, but if ever there was somebody, and maybe the girl in San Francisco, I can't remember her name, Melissa, I can't remember her name. Melissa, nice lady, nicknamed Yoko by the band. He went, so what's the plot then, Abbot? And I said, I'll book 2 flights to Austin tomorrow. I'll settle the hotel, and let's just go and do it. And I'm definitely not fucking speaking to him. So off we went the next morning. I will get round to why I'm on the cover, but this explains it, obviously. And we get there, and as we come through Austin Airport that next morning, well, I don't know, say lunchtime or something. See, I looked it up a while ago. It's about 4 or 5 hours flight, 4-hour flight, something like that, I don't know. As we're in there, this massive Welsh baritone fucking Owen Morris goes, oh, where the hell have you all been then? And Owen didn't know, right? Owen didn't know, and I don't think Mark. And we both looked at each other and went, you fucking wouldn't believe it. And that was it. We shared a car, the three of us, up to the hotel. I think I had got a mobile. I think I phoned ahead, you know. It was it wasn't a block. It was, you had to pull the aerial up. It was like proper like some off Stingray. I was like, PLB. And got to the gaff, and the band were all in the lobby. And it was the original band, you know. I think Tony was on board, wasn't he? Tony. Yeah. And they're all there like that, still coming off them. You could tell they'd been proper battered like that. And Maggie was there, and Maggie was like, I love Maggie, the tour manager. And I walked over to them, and he just walked straight fucking past them, 100% to the lift. Totally blanked them. And they were like the 4 kids outside the headmaster's office. And as soon as the lift went up, he went, fuck. The kid just went, oh, fucking boss. And that's it. And then I didn't see him for a couple of days. I saw him bugger off in the morning with Owen. And what did he write? Half the world away and talk tonight. Fucking get out of Denver with them too.